outage has caused massive effects across airports in India, and Hyderabad is no such exception. In fact, behind me on this whiteboard are the list of flights that have been cancelled, 23 in total, and these are the flights that were going to major cities like Bangalore, Indore, Tirupati, Jaipur, Visakhapatnam and Cochin as well. What is also important to point out that while the airport authorities have tried their best to ensure those who have their flights here are guided through a smooth check-in process, even though manual boarding passes are being ensured and given to them, there are also particular cases that have come to light where passengers who were set to fly on one of these flights have not been given any prior information. I'm being joined by a group of working professionals who were on their way to Ahmedabad. If that's not wrong, if I'm right, tell me, were you given any prior information? What kind of troubles did you face?
No, we haven't got any prior information. I was supposed to board the 5:50 flight to Ahmedabad, and I didn't get any information till now, and there was no prior information on the flight being cancelled. And I came here, and now I realized that the flight is cancelled, and this is important for me because I was supposed to report to my head office tomorrow, and now I don't know what I'm going to do because I don't have an option to go to the place in time.
What is the other option that you're looking at the moment?
No, right now, I just got to know right now. So we are trying to figure out if there are any alternate flights that I can schedule with IndiGo so that I can reach in time tomorrow. But I'm not sure about that because I don't know how this works, because there's no one from IndiGo that has reached out to me because of this cancellation. So we are just trying to figure out what needs to be done here, because catching this flight was really important for me. But now I don't know what else to do.
What about the issue of refund? Any communication from IndiGo? Anything that has come?
Nothing from the IndiGo management from us.
Okay. So what are you planning to do, since I believe all of you are working together and you have to reach Ahmedabad, I guess, latest by tonight or tomorrow morning. So are you planning to go by train now, or what is the alternate mode of transport?
No, I mean, definitely I'm not going to catch a train now because that's not feasible. What we are going to do is we are going to try to get in touch with the customer support team of IndiGo and see if they have a flight that I can take late night today or early morning tomorrow so that I can catch in time. I hope they have a alternate for this, because this is just not acceptable. I mean, it's not like we live in Hyderabad. We came all the way from Vijayawada to here. So it's a 5-hour journey that we took, and now we are stuck in between, right? We can't go back, or we can't take another flight to Ahmedabad because it's got cancelled in the last moment. So now we don't know what to do. We'll just see if we can get in touch with the customer team and get this sorted. That's all we can do.
Your frequent flyers, what message do you want to give to the airline authorities and also perhaps to the Union Aviation Ministry, which is also in fact putting its head into addressing these crises?
We are not comfortable in facing situations like this. We heard that IndiGo is not being very punctual and not diligent in discharging duties recently, but at least the customer has to be satisfied, right? This is just not acceptable.
I mean,
we hope something.
I just have one thing to add. I mean, if I reach the airport 2 minutes late and if the flight has left, the boarding has closed, there's no option for me, right? They'll just reject my appointment and then I have to go back. Now, if the same thing happens from the flight's end, I expect them to refund me 10 times of my flight's worth, like the ticket's worth, right? Because I am the one at loss. You can't just be airlines and just say at the last moment that the flight has been cancelled and that's nothing that we are going to do. That doesn't work, right? I mean, if you are penalizing me for being 1 minute late, then you should also be penalized for cancelling the flight at the last moment. The rule should be fair and square for everyone. That's the message that I want to give, and that's, I think, is a fair deal on how we should be doing it.
Fair point raised by passengers here, and what is also very important to point out is they have travelled all the way from Vijayawada by road to be able to catch a flight and go to Ahmedabad, and they have an important business commitment which now definitely stands massively affected. Here you can see visuals of passengers slowly trickling in, and the first board that they're looking at is this one which has the list of cancelled flights, and most of the passengers here are in for a route shock because they say, and they've clearly pointed out that there was no prior information given by the airline about the flights being cancelled, and this is one big loophole that perhaps needs to be addressed, even though the airlines have gone on record to say that they have been trying to streamline and inform all the passengers about the cancelled flights, but clearly on ground that's not the case. You've had several cases, several voices coming to light and raising a point here, a very pertinent point, that if by chance a passenger is delayed by even 1 minute, the flight never stops for them and the entire refund is also a big issue. So what about the investment? What about the human damage that is being done, the business being affected, several others, some on medical conditions, perhaps going and seeking doctor's appointment, that also all of those things are getting affected here, not just at Hyderabad airport, but this is something that we are seeing across the country. A lot of commotion taking place outside the Chennai airport, where people are queuing up because many flights are getting cancelled and a lot of passengers are still clueless. They still don't know. They still don't know what next, because it's also the weekend and a lot of passengers have already made plans and getting and they still have no idea what is the solution in place. Because of the global outage, a lot of flights are now getting cancelled. What about your flights and how much of an impact has it created?
My flight was supposed to take off at 5 p.m. to Bangalore. I have already done check-in through DigiYatra. I came here, there was no prior communication, and when I was at the gate, it showed the flight is cancelled. So I know it is all because of the global outage, but we are hoping for an early solution. They should not cancel, at least if it is delayed later or by late evening, if they can accommodate us in alternate flight, it is fine.
But they haven't given you any solution except for
no. As of now, they are telling wait till 5, and if the systems are up, we will update you. Absolutely no solution as of now.
So you're patiently waiting for them?
Yeah, there is no other alternative.
A lot of passengers here are upset that they don't know what to do next. A lot of them here are still clueless. Sir, is your flight cancelled?
Yeah. Yes.
Have they given you any solution?
No, not yet. Not even an SMS.
Or not even an SMS? No communication?
No,
from
I
them?
have not gotten any SMS.
So, where were you planning to?
So I was going to enter the airport, and then the security lady told, yeah.
Okay. So a lot of them were not communicated from the airlines when they came here, when they were planning to enter the departure gate. That's when the security said that their flights are cancelled, which is why you can see a lot of people, in fact, queuing up. Sir, is your flight also cancelled? Yes.
Yeah.
And what are they saying?
No, we are just waiting for that. We just received a message that it's cancelled due to some operational reasons. I know it's a global outage, but we are yet to get a confirmation.
When did they send you a message where you informed?
Yes.
The flight is cancelled?
We were informed before, but the website is not loading. They gave us two options, either to choose an alternate flight or to cancel it. But again, now we don't have an option to choose alternate flights also.
And if you have to cancel this flight and go for another booking, it's going to be triple the amount, right?
Of course, yeah. So it's going to be a tedious task, but there are other commitments lined up, so I'll have to shuffle things.
So a lot of passengers here are upset and angry that yes, there is a global outage, but the solution is not being offered. Some of them were not even informed about their flights being cancelled. A lot of them are queuing up to see what to do next, because the flight prices, if they have to go for an alternate flight, then it's going to cost them at least triple the amount, is what some of the passengers here say. But you can see queues only getting bigger, and IndiGo airlines staff, they're also trying to give them a solution, either go for an alternate flight or get a refund. These are the two options given to most of them, and people here are upset and angry that they have to patiently wait here and see what solution is there for them.